This video is sponsored by PokemonStore.com, the best place to get yourself some TCG code cards. They are compatible with TCG Live, and you can of course get everything on the website for 5% off using the coupon code ZapdosTCG. This video is also sponsored by cardmarket.com. This is a European platform where you're able to buy and sell cards to people all across Europe. I personally use it every single day, and you can do it as well. And you can use the referral name ZapdosTCG to help support the channel. This video is also sponsored by yourplaymat.com. This is a platform where you're able to, of course, create your own custom playmat. They have, of course, capabilities to ship worldwide, and you can get 10% off by clicking the link down below. So definitely check it out. Last but not least is Dragon Shield, the best brand to protect your beautiful cards. You can of course there's links down below for US and European people, and you can of course get your best quality sleeves available, as well as deck boxes and binders. Thanks so much for sticking around with the commercials. I hope you enjoyed today's upload. If you do, be sure to let me know by rocking the hell out of the like button, and let's get this video going. Sup YouTube, it's ZapdosTCG here, and welcome back to another TCG video on my channel. On this channel you get daily competitive TCG information, so be sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out. And if you like what you see, feel free to leave a like. I always appreciate it. With that being said, I have the best news ever for the competitive Pokemon scene. Not only TCG but also VGC and Go will get their prize money doubled up. This is going to be huge for people that want to get into the competitive scene and want to go break even. If you go break even in a Pokemon season, that's actually the best thing ever, because a lot of traveling costs a lot of money, and if you do reasonably well, maybe at an internationals or a regionals, you're gonna go maybe break even, which is super nice. So they upped the long-awaited prize pool with more money, which is awesome. So we're gonna be checking out the announcement. We're gonna be checking out what has changed, and also you should notice that Worlds will be held in Hawaii in August 2024. I'll be trying to qualify. Currently sitting at 120 championship points, so we are well on our way, and it's only August, so I cannot be more ecstatic about that. I have already gotten like over 100 points with chien-pao, so chien-pao needs to be my new pet deck this season. With that being said, let's check out the announcement, shall we? So they posted this 2 days ago. I was not able to make a video right away because I already made a video about the Obsidian Flames deck list, and yesterday actually was at the League Cup, which was super nice. With that being said, let's go. Further updates to the 2024 Pokemon Championship Series season. Find out where the season's internationals will take place and learn about a huge boost in the Championship Series prize pool. So that's gonna be huge, indeed. We recently announced changes to the 2024 Pokemon Championship Series, and these changes were actually the changes going with the kicker adjustments. So with the championship points, you will need more points to qualify for the World Championships in North America. I think it's 600 for Masters. In Europe, currently 500, and that's actually pretty huge, because we now have a world where it's very hard to qualify, to be honest. I know there's local tournaments, and you could be getting like 390 points if you max out challenges and cups. We know that, but it's actually very hard for us European players to register for events. As a little example, the special event in Barcelona taking place in a couple of weeks actually sold out in 5 seconds. I was there at the exact time to register, and I unfortunately was not able to register because there was only space for 400 master players in an ever-growing Pokemon TCG community. That's way too low of a number. So I posted my complaints over on X, aka Twitter, and let's see if they can add in some more seats, because otherwise I'll just have to go to Barcelona for a city trip. I'll be maybe popping in on the venue, but well, enough said about that. It means it's going to be harder for us to qualify for Worlds, because the demand is higher than the amount of seats available at regionals, and this will not get improved upon, because there's going to be more and more people interested in the game, because now you can actually make some decent money from it. Also, the championship kickers have been adjusted, and the thing you should note is that, like, if there's like 1,024 participants as internationals, the top 512 players already get points, even though it's like only 30 or 20 points. more people will get points at regionals. That's what it is with the adjustments of the kicker for tournaments. And also, if you win a special event in Europe, or if you win a regionals, you automatically qualify for Worlds. So there's no longer a day 2 qualification. There's still travel awards and stipends, and the best thing you can get actually is a day 1 round 1 bye. That's the thing you're fighting for right now. So it's the best time ever to just get the basic qualification, get your number, and just go to Worlds, because it's no longer me day 1 and day 2. So everyone will be grouped together, which is awesome. So that's already news that they talked about here, including the addition of the Pokemon Go and the Championship Point qualification system and adjustments to the World Championship qualification system. This time around, we're sharing additional details about the long-awaited increase to prize pool numbers at premier events, CP bars for the 2024 Pokemon Go Championship Series, and any info will happen on the upcoming international championships. Anyhow, we are going to be talking about the trading card here. This is the TCG channel, of course, and the thing you should note is that there is going to be way more money on the line, and that's good news for people, because this hobby can sometimes get expensive. You need to get the cards, you need to change up decks, you need to get flights sometimes, get, of course, hotels booked and all that, an entire weekend, get some day off of work. So yeah, it actually is kind of expensive, but now the prize pool, the long-awaited prize pool, like the prizes that you get, the cash prizes, have been the same for almost a decade. With inflation, with everything going around, it is long. Also with way more numbers. Like, imagine you're playing a 1,600 man event, you still get the same amount of money than you would get playing a 70-person event. So that's just crazy. So yeah, they added the long-awaited prize pool adjustments. So let's see here. Prize for the top finishes at events are going up in 2024. Player attendance for the Pokemon TCG and VGC has ballooned across the board at regional championships and international championships since we last assessed prize pools. To reflect current attendance numbers, we are implementing a major prize pool increase for regionals, internationals, and of course the World Championships. Attendance will no longer affect prize money, so players will know exactly how much prize money is on the line before they know how many players there are in the tournament. These changes are most prominent in the Master Division of the Pokemon trading card game and VGC competitors, whereas the increase in players' participation is most pronounced, while juniors, seniors, and Pokemon Go players will earn equivalent or higher pricing than they received last season at their expected attendance tiers. Key highlights. The International Championship prize pool is now over $500,000 across TCG, VGC, and Pokemon Go. The world's prize pool is now over $2 million across TCG, VGC, Pokemon Go, and Pokemon Unite. Yeah, that number is insane, to be honest. Also, yeah, the points bars have been revealed for Pokemon Go. Not that interested about that. So the 2024 International Championships dates have also been announced. You can already book some flights or trains depending on where you live. And yeah, the thing that is noteworthy here is that they actually they canceled OCIC. So people from Australia, I feel very sorry for your loss. I'm not gonna lie. If I were living in Australia, I would be so disappointed. OCIC is no longer around, and they have to get their invite from like 2 or 3 regionals at best, and locals. And locals in Australia are very hard to get by. So maybe a couple of cups and challenges. So it's gonna be very hard, and maybe that would change. I just hope that they maybe lower the bar for people from Australia, or just add in some more regionals, because without an internationals, people from Australia will have to fly all over the world, maybe due to EOIC, maybe to NEIC, and that will be very costly. So LAIC, EOIC, NEIC. NEIC is also particularly earlier in June than it usually is. So people are still in school, so I don't know how well people will affect it. But the same story can be said about April. So for people from Europe. The international championships were introduced in the 2017 season and were designed around the sizes of our 4 major rating zones. At the time, Europe, Latin America, North America, and Oceania. Following the restructuring of the Oceania rating zone in 2020, that region was split into 2 smaller rating zones, Asia Pacific and the newly defined Oceania rating zone. Since then, we have made assessing how we can best serve our global player base, and we have made the difficult decision to remove Oceania International Championships from our circuit. We will continue to support this rating zone with regional championships. Stay tuned for more details, and players from this rating zone are still eligible to earn travel support to other international championships and worlds. We hope that the other changes you see come out in 2024 season show our resolve to improve the play Pokemon experience for trainers around the world. So yeah, people from OCIC left in the dust. Unfortunately, we have some dates very early on. Like, it's never like that early that we get dates for the internationals, and also the prize pool has been adjusted. So let us take a look at regional championships. Okay, Pokemon regional championships. In the past, okay, we do see already a couple of dates here for Europe, Latin America, and North America, and OCIC. Okay, they have 3 regionals, so they're gonna have to do their best to get their invite. So let's see here. The prizes, that's what we are here to see. Yo, regionals champions now get $10,000. That is before tax, of course, but that's still doubling up the amount. I think it was 5,000 before they did any prize pool structure updates. So that's huge. There's so many regionals across the globe, and yeah, if you can actually get a living with this. If you are one of those people that consistently get into top 8s, get into top 16s, you get $2,000 for a top 16. I have gotten the top 16 before at regionals multiple times before, even at like, this is the way you're gonna be able to earn a lot of money. Also for internationals, so yeah, this is gonna help a lot of the players out there financially supporting and getting them more motivation than ever before. But this is a double-edged sword. Why is this a double-edged sword? Well, I'm gonna tell you. A lot of these venues have been planned like 1 or 2 years in advance already, which means they are not ready for the explosion of the amount of players. Before COVID, we were steadily rocking around like maybe 800, 900 masters, and then COVID hit, and now we're at 1,600 masters for something like a regionals in North America. And now, with the doubling up in the prize money, more and more eyeballs will get their mind set on Pokemon. So, which means that the attendance numbers will be even more higher, but they are capped. All tournaments are capped, which means a lot of people will be left behind, not being able to register. Just, I know the feeling. Trust me, I actually was not able to register for Barcelona. Hopefully they do a second wave or something that I still am able to participate, but people will be left in the dust sometimes for regionals, so you cannot expect you to go to any regionals because the demand is higher than the amount of seats, as mentioned. But having the chance to get an instant an instant Worlds invite when you get first, as well as $10,000, that's a lot on the line. Every tournament will feel very, very special because it's already going to be one person getting that Worlds invite every single time there is a regionals or a special event in Europe. Okay, for VGC and Go, they also changed some stuff around. The championship points are still the same though, and you can also only get a best 6 finish shared with special events, so for regionals. So that's very, very huge. Let's take a look at international championships. Let's take a look, shall we? International championships. Let's go. We also have the venues and all that information available already. I'm actually debating to go to NAIC this year because, yeah, the prize pool. Look at this prize pool. $25,000 if you go first. I think Tor will be very happy to know that if he does his repeat his legacy, he's gonna be loaded in cash. Look at that. First place gets 25,000. I don't know what it was before. Was it 10,000? I think so. I think internationals were 10,000 if I recall. Yeah. So that is a huge amount of money that you can win. Also for internationals, you also get like for top 64 $2,000. Holy moly! I'm actually gonna take a look quite yet at my player. Let's see here. I actually did reasonably well at one specific tournament. Let's see here, some cash dollar prizes over there. Yeah, UIC Berlin, 26th place. Okay, if we take that into consideration, When I got 26th, what would I get? $3,000. That's crazy. And in the past, I got like 750. That is, yeah, more than 3 times the amount of dollars. So internationals, they really loaded up the cash. And yeah, now people will definitely prepare and train for internationals. That's for sure, because there's a lot of money on the line there. Wow, would you look at that? Yo, that is more than double. More than double, and also the payout for yeah, top 32 is super crazy. $3,000, man. You don't even need to do that well and to just gain a lot of stuff. Also, the internationals give up a lot of points. Talking about kickers here, if there's like 1,024 players, as I mentioned before, you will be able to earn 60 championship points. That's super easy. That's like 3 points if you reasonably play. If you're like in the top half of the player base, you're gonna get those free 60 championship points added into your system. That's awesome. And then talking about Worlds, the peak of the TCG season, the Pokemon World Championships. This is the number you need to qualify. So as you can see, they added that up to 600 for US and Canada, 500 for Europe, Latin America 350, Oceania 300. I think Oceania is super hard to qualify because they don't have an internationals to fall back upon. They don't have that many locals around, and they sometimes need to do domestic flights for specific cups. It's very hard to qualify, so hopefully they will change that, because I'm not a big fan of people leaving like specific areas in the dust. I think they need to they had it good, but they scrapped OCIC, so they need to a consolation something, I don't know. So as you can see, Tier 1 Worlds Invite is the one that will get a travel award and a round 1 buy. Tier 2 is a Worlds Invite and a travel stipend. And then Tier 3 is just a regular Worlds. It's very easy to just go for Tier 3 Invite. Who needs that round 1 buy? You just smack them regardless. You feel better about it. Yeah, so let's see here the rating zones. So there's still the top 22 of Europe that could get a round 1 buy, top 16 US and Canada. That top 22 still boggles my mind, because that was based on the 22 nationals that were being held in Europe, if I remember correctly. So, yeah, talking about the money, right? You're here about the money. Let's see here. Pokemon TCG World Championship prizes. If you go first at Worlds, you get $50,000. That is a huge amount of money that you can do something with. You can maybe, yeah, go around the world, travel some more, invest in the house. It's so many crazy things you can do with that amount of money. Next up, top 16 is yeah, $10,000. Yo, my good friend Carl Martins from our team actually got top 16, and I don't know what the amount was. I think it was $2,500. Now you get $10,000. So they just boosted all that money that they got because of everybody getting into the game, which makes sense. More money coming into their pockets, giving out back to the community, which is awesome, and making the game grow and turning it into some sort of an esport vibe, because this is this is getting increased more and more, and I'm super happy about it. But now I want to hear you guys' opinion down below in the comment section. How do you feel about the prize pool getting buffed up? How do you feel about OCIC getting scratched? How do you feel about the Worlds qualification being so hard this year? And also, how do you feel about Worlds being held in Hawaii? Will I see you there? Let me know in the comments down below. Thank you again for watching today's upload. This was TCG here. I'm signing off. See you guys tomorrow for more Pokemon TCG epicness. Peace!